Suzanna from MediaPsychic.com. And yes, it's time that we take a look into your future. All you have to do is come on in, give me your name and your age and your question. And if you're a first timer, please let me know because I'd be sure and want to get to you before the end of the show. We're here every Wednesday and Saturday at noon. This is the way I serve, is by doing this. So please come on in and say hello. Also, if you don't want to be ask your question live on the live, please go to MediaPsychic.com and you can ask one free question. Again, I love doing that a lot. So say hello, but here's the other thing. Notice the sound in the background? Well, now the sound's in the background when my son wasn't texting me, but here's the sound. This comes from an app called Calm. And isn't that just make you feel calm? It's so terrific. So you might want to download the app Calm. My favorite app, and oh my God, it's my favorite. It's the I Am app. And what it does, and gotta shut this off. What it does is send you an affirmation every day. And if you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, you know that I believe that if you put out whatever you put out after you put out the word I am is what manifests. So I put out I am healthy and whole and wise. So watch what words you put out after I am and support yourself. That app is such a good app. I recommend it to all of my clients. So please think about getting it. Let's get to the people and say hello. And the first one that came on deck is Stacy. Stacy, I'm glad you're out there. Thank you for being there. Thank you being so rapidly on cue for me today. Stacy, I'm going to say that this year has health improvements and weight loss. Actually, you're going to be smaller than you've been for years. All good, all good. Just be all good with that this coming year. So plan on health improvements and weight loss. Hello, Chelsea. Chelsea, welcome to the conversation. Um, the future looks a lot better than your past. When you say, what look into my future? The future looks a lot better than the past. However, within 2 months, there will be someone from your past who's going to come forward with a lot of BS with the past. And you just say, my psychic said I shouldn't be believing it. Okay? So just be aware of that. There's my beautiful Tristine. Tristine, did I ever tell you that I honored that you share every time? Your sharing validates me, but also validates the work I do. And I'm very grateful, Tristine. I am going to tell you, though, there is going to be unplanned company on your doorstep that you're going to have to feed within 30 days. So I would just be alert to that and plan on that. There's my Samantha. Samantha, you're here every time, and it rocks my heart. What is new coming your way? Sneaky money. Sneaky money is coming your way. Just plan on it. Again, if you're new, please let me know that you are. Then I'll go into a little bit deeper details. Those who come every week, every show, I'm so grateful for. And as long as you share it, I will talk to you and things like that. But I'm honored that all of you are here. Let's now go to Lisa. Yes, it is a good afternoon. I am going to tell you there seems to be some paperwork that is going to be causing you problems. So be alert to that. Get on top of the paperwork Not to call you a procrastinator, young lady, but you have a tendency to procrastinate a little bit. Okay, Lisa, thank you for sharing. Donna, Donna, anything new coming your way? How about if I say an unplanned reunion with someone you haven't seen for years? It's going to be within 5 months, and there will be great clarity with the past. So I really, really like that. Thank you, Lisa, again for sharing. Destiny, there's my beautiful girl out there. Welcome to the conversation, Destiny. Loved your creativity. And I love seeing on your site some round circles that you painted or whatever, and that you're selling for $5. I love independent 15-year-olds who know that they need to start being accountable, and you are, Destiny. I love that. There's my Melody. Melody Ann, I'm so glad you're out there. So glad you shared it. What gifts are in store for me this fall? How about a friendship with someone you've never known before that will be lasting? And how about a reunion with another that will have clarity with the past? This fall is going to be very good for you. There's my Christina. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for calling it a blessing be here. I hope you grow as I do with everything that comes through me. You know, when I go do an appearance or do a half an hour, the things that come through me, sometimes I listen to and I learn from. So just be alert to that. We're all growing here in this half an hour, all growing. By the way, Christina, something above needs to have a little bit of tension. Not no clue what it is. Maybe something hanging from the ceiling or something like that. But look up. Just keep looking up, babe. Something you need to look up with. All right. There's my beautiful Bonnie. I'm glad you're here. Um, oh, you're asking, honey, you're 60 years old. Let's just be open about this. There has been several loves in your life. Several loves in your life. You're looking for someone to be forever. I don't know that I feel that right now. 62, there will be a good relationship, but you're a little too needy, and nobody knows how to handle someone needy. I want you, instead of looking at what you don't have, Bonnie, I want you to look at what you do have. I want you to stand in the attitude of gratitude. And when you stand in that attitude of gratitude, you bring more of the good stuff to you. You've had great relationships, and your children love you and watch over you. Um, you're a good mother, good friend, good sister. So start standing in the attitude of what you do have. Let's move energy into bringing you more. Hello, Kim. Nice to see you. How will today go? 1 minute at a time. That's a cute question. I'm not exactly sure what it means, but how about if I answer it this way? Um, there seems to be no need for worry about today. Actually, today seems to be a day of clarity for you, and I feel very, very good about it. Please let me know if you're new. Please join me on MediaPsychic.com to get my schedule. I'm doing a bridal shower tonight. I'm so excited. Um, all right. Next to one, Michelle. Michelle, I've been having trouble moving on from betrayal, and I'm wanting to heal and surround myself with healthy people. What do your guides want you to know? Let me tell you what spirit wants you to know. As long as you're having trouble, so be it. You have a right to be as miserable as you want to be. You have a right to be as miserable as you want to be. And calling it a betrayal is something different. I would be calling it an awakening to what wasn't real. Because when you get in relationships, you get wholeheartedly and close off to seeing what you don't want to see. Michelle, there's so much that is ahead for you, and the lasting good relationship is out there for you, but can't deal with your drama, can't deal with your betrayal. You have to deal with it, but instead of calling it a betrayal, let's call it awakening. Let's call it awakening to what wasn't right. And again, just between you and me, you'll try to make wrong right. That doesn't work at all. Doesn't work at all. All right. There's my Diana. There is going to be company on your doorstep within 40 days that will bring you smiles from the past. I like that. I like that indeed. Jan, wonderful seeing you out here again. Jan, there's going to be a bill you don't owe in the mail. You can send it back. So your psychic said I don't have to pay it. Hello, my Beth Ann. Love to see you here. And will I be starting a new job in your 36th year? Not quite now. And the new job comes after you've learned what Spirit wants you to learn where you are. So be in the moment, always be in the moment to be your best, and then understand Spirit has a job for you in your 36th year that will be based on what you're doing now. So where you are now always gets you to your future a little bit better. So love the job you are in now so the next one can come forward. I love that though. And I got to tell you, your next job will be one where you grow with. And that's going to be exciting. All right. Thank you, Beth Ann, for sharing. Thank you, Beth Ann, for sharing. I appreciate that. I appreciate that indeed. Hello. Jessica, age 31. Did my grandma pass peacefully? Um, there are a lot of ways to die, violently, everything like that. Your grandmother was very peaceful. And then she went into more peace. It is life affirming to be on the other side because all the drama in this life fades away. All the anger, all the bad emotion fades away. All the memories that are horrible are gone. You live in the present. You live in the present arms of God. Your grandmother, one of the best women you know, is in the arms of God and very peaceful. Very peaceful. Hello, my dear Troy. Glad to see you out there. I'm so glad. By the way, Troy, I'm proud you shared. I am interested though. The baby you're holding, are those old pictures? Because the baby feels older than that. Okay, you guys out there, let's change our. If you share, especially, I like to go on and look on your page and see things. But if you shared, let's change those Facebook pictures a little more than I do. All right, a little bit more than I do. Donna. Yes, it is a beautiful day. And it is beautiful because you're here, you make rock my world, and there's going to be money from an unexpected source. I'm loving that. Loving that indeed. Uh-oh, went up too much. Okay, Rita, tell me about my son Dalton and what to come in 30 or 60 days. Um, Whatever you're worried about, I don't feel as bad as you think it will be. Um, Dalton is in a learning stage. Boy, if I knew what I knew now when I was 17, what a great life I would have had. But everything that we do in our life is to help us learn and grow. Dalton's in a growing area, so I want you to just be aware of that. and it's temporary. Just between you and me, I want to tell you a story that let's keep it between us. When I was in Colorado with my first husband, we were not financially stable. Um, and it's hard to recognize when you're financially stable. And I got to tell you, having health and love is more stable than any dollar bill will be. But I had two children. So I went in a grocery store and I stole a package of lunch meat to feed my babies. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine what had me in my 21st year thinking I had to steal to feed my babies? Ignorance is out there all the time, and as we grow up, we grow up. So I had to go to a justice, I had to go to court, and they didn't do anything because they understood and they guided me to how I could help my children better. But do you understand that there's always things in our life that that happen that are not the best, but they're part of our learning and our growth? Okay. I now know that there are abundant of resources for all of us. Your son does stupid, and he's going to do stupid till he's about 21. So you can't change his stupidity. He's got to do it on his own. And repercussions for stupidity is how you learn. So bless him. He's a good boy. And just between you and me, he chose you before he chose life because you can handle it. Take a deep breath. You're not alone in this. God is with you. And God is in Dalton. So, just see the good in Dalton because he doesn't see the good in himself. Okay, Stacy. All right. Thank you for calling me beautiful. Plans my husband and I are planning right now. How are the plans going to be? They're going to be not exactly as you're planning, but very close. I feel very good about it. And that's within 4 to 5 months that the plans will actually come together to reality, beginning reality. Happy Saturday, Kathy. So glad you're here. I am going to tell you, Kathy, that there is going to be someone accusing a family member of something they didn't do. You just want to hang up the phone. Want to hang up the phone. Hello, Donna. Um, all is well. It truly is. How does the rest of the year look for you? Um, I got to tell you, Donna, you're getting better every single day. Things are improving every day. You're getting smarter every day. We all are. If we're not getting smarter every day, we're probably not above the ground. So relax. Things are getting better. There is going to be a reunion with someone you haven't seen for decades. Now, remember, if you're a first timer, I'd love to see it. You tell me you're a first timer. If you share, always tell me you share. I will stop and say hi to you for sure. Um, I am also going to say that if you have a question and you want it more in depth, please go to mediapsychic.com, ask your free question, find my schedule. If I'm available, I'd love to come visit you. Um, all is good, all is good. But mediapsychic.com has the schedule and has where you can find me. By the way, we are ending some places in October. We're changing them in November. So be sure to check the calendar out. The George, God bless him, takes care of it. So I don't have to worry about it. So just be aware of that. All right, Donna, thank you for sharing. And thank you, Jessica, for sharing. And thank you, Angel, for sharing. Angel, there is going to be a box of crawly things that you didn't expect to have crawly things in that you're going to be going through. So a box of things. So just be aware of that. Okay. Jessica, I think we've already talked. And Donna, we've already talked. And Becca, we've already talked. Thank you, ladies, for sharing. Rocks my world. Rocks my world. And when you share, I go to your uh, messenger and tell you a couple things that will be happening. Be sure, and if there's a question and you don't want to go to Media Psychic, leave the question in the deal. If you have children and family members, leave their names in the messenger, and I will tell you about one every time. If you're married, leave the message in the name in the messenger with his age, and I'll tell you about him. Um, Thank you all for being out there. I'm so honored you're there. Kylie, um, I have to tell you that new picture you posted, you look fantastic. And apparently the makeup you sell must be darn good. Must be darn good. Thank you for calling me beautiful, which means that you realize you're beautiful. I like that. I like it. You know, whatever we say to others is really more about ourselves. When we see beauty in others, we see beauty in ourselves. So thank you, Kylie. Love that you're out there. Talk to your mother a little bit earlier today. Although I need everybody to know, I do not like to get messages on Messenger. I just want to keep my time in the here and now and not in the past. And people always want to talk, and I just don't have time because but I don't mean to say that at all. I'll find time, but I hate it because when I take time for answering messages that could go to the um, mediapsychic.com and ask the questions, I, I appreciate that more. I appreciate because then I can have time to think through it. So please use that mediapsychic.com. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing. All right, Alicia. No, that's Melissa. Where's my Alicia? Haven't seen her name yet. Oh my God, Alicia. All right, Melissa, I am going to tell you this year you can expect weight loss and health improvements and a lot of good things ahead. Now, by the way, I told you about the I Am app. It's just called I Am. The I Am app just posted on um, my phone. Uh, you can't see it. I can't see it. Okay, just posted on my phone. My body knows how to heal itself. I trust it. Isn't that profound? All healing begins between the ears. Once you're willing to let go of your issues, all healing begins in the ears. So just be aware of that. That's the I Am app. Greatly suggest that. I do want you to know, if you're not my Facebook friend, why not? If you're not my Twitter friend, why not? And if you're not my Instagram friend, why not? Please join me in all of these places. Um, this is how I feel that I serve. My intention is to put out a positive thing every day. Here is what I wrote today. The biggest lie that we are told is be with someone who makes you happy. The truth is, happiness is something you create on your own. Be with someone who adds to it. Very cool. Very cool indeed. So I had 5 shares. Looking for more. It's on Instagram. It's on Twitter. Be with someone who adds to your own happiness. Oftentimes in relationships, we're looking for someone to fix us. Nobody can fix us but us. No one can make us complete but us. So we need to learn that a little bit better. Here we go. As you close your eyes tonight, this was last night. As you close your eyes tonight, may you know how blessed you are and celebrate with gratitude. You know, and a few days back, I put something I listen to all the time, which is in the morning. It's a 10-minute thing about the attitude of gratitude. And the interesting thing about it is I play it while I'm dressing, and it reminds me to be grateful for what I have. When we're grateful for what we have, we receive more. We receive more. So, attitude of gratitude, go back on my Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, find it, download it, and do it every morning. Um, it's amazing when you start with the attitude of gratitude, how great things are. Um, Here is my last. My goal is not to be better than anyone else, but to be better than I used to be. Boy, that's a brilliant thing. Every day we get better. We need to recognize it and be that way. That is Wayne Dyer. And Wayne Dyer is one of my favorite people. Just an amazing guy, amazing books. And often I listen to his things when I'm driving. When I'm driving, I've stopped using the radio because of the garbage that's on it. They believe if we're fearful that we'll pay more attention. And they give fear really well, which I'm not buying anymore. Um, I am whole, healthy, and well. Join me in that. But I play while I'm driving audios that from YouTube that say positive, supportive things to me. Um, this morning I listened to one about healing cells. Take the time to support yourself and to listen to things that are supportive to you. Turn off that news. It's driving us all crazy and allowing us to be more fearful. We don't need fear. Fear is not with Christ. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It is faithless emotion appearing real. We do not need it. Our time is just about up. So I'm going to go forward and seeing if I can see anybody new, because oh, isn't that cute, Jennifer? I just listened to a message. A neighbor used to come, this is so cute. This is so cute. Used to come around my house at night where I used to live. Does he know where I moved? Is he gone for good? He doesn't know where you moved, so he's gone for good. Okay. Um, move on, move on. And the relationship was pretty darn good while it was there. Pretty darn good indeed. So I just want you to be aware of that. All right. Let me see. Any new people here? I love all of you out there. Thank you, Angel. I know you shared. Um, Angel, I'd like you to lighten your hair a little bit. I'd like you to stop doing wicked and scary. You're such a gentle, loving woman. I want people to know that. I want people to know that. Um, you are a light too, Lisa. All right. I have no virgins. I hate that. Pass the word, because I love doing this. And you know that I love doing it Wednesday and Saturday at noon. Yeah, our time is up. Now, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. I'm going to ask you to stand in the attitude of gratitude. I'm also going to ask you to make somebody else's day a better day. Bring a smile to someone. Um, Life is about sharing. I used to tell my kids, sharing is caring. God shares with us. Let's share with others. Live long and prosper. Bye bye.